Hey guys, Cheryl Fuller here with Spiritual Wealth, where we talk about the laws of attraction, taking positive action, which ends in success and satisfaction. Let's get it. So, guys, I am super excited today. I do have 3 candles already flowing that are perfect. They are dreams, courage, and peace, which those sound funny, but we're going to get deep into those in a few. But I do want to update you on something pretty big that did happen. I know in my previous videos I did mention my dad was in the hospital and was sick, and I did end up losing him, and that was very difficult. So that's why you haven't seen much of me. So thanks for your patience, and I do apologize. And may he rest in peace. And I'll talk more about that, maybe little bits and pieces here and there, but I'm trying to get through the video without crying, of course, without tears. Yeah, it was an amazing experience. I was actually, my husband and I were with him when he passed, and so it was pretty incredible, and we'll get into that more, I'm sure, as time goes on. But let's first do as we usually do, connect in at Heart Center and anchor into our higher self, and just go ahead and clear with some Palo Santo here. And I'll just do a little bit. Do we have enough stuff burning right now? But and we'll send some love and light and bring in some rain and water with that as well. I have connected to everything for this video, just as I would for a Reiki session. And so, yes, I felt a calling to say that. So just go ahead and allow yourself to clear here. Take some nice, deep, easy, gentle breaths. Just allowing everything to go. Surrender everything that no longer serves you. Let go of everything that no longer serves you. That's gentle and nice for the day, right? It's like a little onion just can be layering away. Through my journey of going through the grieving process, and even just the spiritual event that did take place with my dad passing, and all that, it's been a huge growth for me, but also a wobbly one, quite a little wobbly for me at times. So it's been difficult for me to get a video out, but with all the inspiration that I've gotten, thank you. I'm so blessed to have gotten it. I really appreciate it, and I'm so happy to be back. I do want to talk about these candles we have going. They're very special. I actually picked them for my last client, and it was very just kind of awesome how it came about, and I felt a huge calling to share that with my channel today. So I'm going to go ahead and read them really quick. Dreams we have done before. The combination, the way they came about, are so amazing. I open the door to dream and step into a higher dimension where everyone may exist in a more perfect state. And then peace, which I thought went amazing with it. May my mind, heart, and soul reach a state of perfect serenity. May all my thoughts and actions reflect my pursuit of a peaceful and tranquil existence. And then, of course, it was so perfect for my client, and I thought for all of us as well, is the courage to go there. That's the most amazing thing, and that can be difficult. It does take courage to grow and to expand, and so I'm super proud of myself and every one of you guys as well, because we're all doing it. We're all in this together, and we all are doing amazing. Sometimes it may be a little bit wobbly, just like new energies and stuff. Just is like a new horse, a baby horse trying to walk for the first time. We get a little wobbly sometimes, and it does take courage to keep continually going and growing. And so I love this one as well. Is let me harness my fears in a positive way to create strength in difficult situations. Give me a warrior's confidence to do what is right, not what is easy. So courage, peace, and dream are the energies that you're going to be feeling for today's video as we carry on. And I am doing a positive page for the day that I've been actually have been awaiting and saving, and it didn't change or anything, so it worked out perfectly. So if you want, we'll just go ahead and get right into it. I hope all is well with you. If there is any questions, my dad did not die of the COVID. If that is, I feel some of those questions might be coming up, and he was tested with it. I think 7 times during his hospital stay, and even in the other place. All right, so let's get into our positive page for the day. The greatest success in life is to live each day with joy. Material wealth definitely has its merits, but it alone cannot provide the riches of a truly meaningful life. A truly meaningful life possesses an inherent sense of both self and purpose. It celebrates truth, love, and freedom, and remains forever appreciative of its blessings. It is life that gives and cares and makes a difference in endless, poignant ways, and leaves the world a far better and brighter place. And it would have otherwise been. If I have read this before, I do apologize. It was kind of a crazy couple of months. If I did, I don't know why it sounds so familiar, but I think it's because I've been reading it to myself and kind of just helping me as well. But I think it sounds pretty familiar to me, so forgive me if I have. It's meant for us to hear it again if that's the case. People are often looking for ways to measure worth of their lives. The most fortunate among them come to realize that you need to not have the finest education to possess the greatest wisdom or the biggest bank account to feel rich beyond measure. For if you are joyful and share your bliss at every turn, then you walk among the most successful beings to ever grace this earth. I'm almost positive I just watched one of my videos that had this in here. But it doesn't matter because this is an amazing statement, and it goes without question that if it is the second time I read it, it can be a positive page for every day, because this is truly just the blissful way to live. I have mentioned that we can feel how others feel, or we can think how whoever feels, and something that just sunk in like completely finally with me was that it doesn't matter, and that's really what screws up our energy, is when we care or start thinking about or feeling into other people's energy, and then that's when it kind of takes us off our balance. And those are things that I've been really learning is to not get into other people's heads and worrying about what they're thinking about you or caring or any of that stuff. You can't even feel into that energy because it will really throw you off your balance and throw you off. So of course we'll learn something from it, so it's always a lesson, it's always a blessing. But if you can kind of help, if it can kind of help you have a better day, then that would be that would be what I ask for each and every way. So if that statement helps you, then that's awesome. But if you've also done it and you've learned something, then that's awesome too. So there's nothing wrong, there's no wrongdoing. And that's another thing that I love, that you can't, this is my Abraham ear, but you can't get it wrong. And that's one thing that I love, is so that oh man, get back up and try again, because nothing's never going wrong. You're not doing it wrong. You're just we're just figuring it out. And a couple of things I would like to do really quick is share a couple of affirmations. I'm aware that everything's working out for me, and I allow it to be. You can just go in the receptive mode to that. Change your identity and the way you see yourself. That is a huge one as well, because we do have a certain set and identity that we see ourselves, and so we'll kind of keep springing back to that. When you kind of change that and kind of be like, oh, I can change my character. I don't have to be that character. I can be a different character now. And so that's where you just have to change your identity, put on a different hat. If you want to drive a boat today, but you want to ride it tomorrow, it's a different hat. It's the same thing with your identity. See yourself in the way you desire, your authentic, true, loving self. I'm abundant in nature. This is another one of my favorites. I'm abundant in nature and prosperity flows to me easily and continually. Stay in those abundant vibrations. And of course, you bring in those life creations. Sorry, I'm a rookie again. You know how that is after you've been back to work. If you haven't been back to work. Well, I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate all your patience, and I appreciate you for joining me today. And thank you so much for all your prayers and everything. I know I asked for prayers and Reiki, and I just want to say thank you so much. Like I said, I will get more into that story. It was, like I said, a very spiritual event with my dad, and I was, of course, hoping to Reiki and heal him back to health and have him still in this present dimension, but he had chose otherwise. And so if you had watched my previous video, I did mention I was told to stop. That was by him, and he actually told me in person when I was doing it, and it was pretty crazy how he could feel it. But then I also did was asked to, you know, just keep the room very nice and peaceful for him, and, you know, of course, surround and protect it with the divine white light, and called in the angels. And I did do as I was guided to before he even I picked him up. I was actually preparing his house for, you know, of course, some healings and some amazing things, and just some prayers of God, and we did have definitely the angels were there, and it was very beautiful. And so that was a little piece of my experience. Of course, I said I'll share little bits of as time goes on, because I don't want to be crying during my videos, well, as least as possible anyway. All right, guys, thanks so much for being here. I know one thing: my dad would want me to live in joy, and he would not want me to, you know, be sad or stay in the old. He would want me to jump into new dimensions and have the courage to do that, and also in peace and harmony. And so I thank you so much. I know he's around us. I don't think he's left my side since the passing. So, and that's what I've gotten from him. Trusting in that as well is a lot. I have even was hearing my dad before he completely passed, so I knew kind of, even though you're in denial, but I kind of had an idea what was happening. And so yeah, he checked himself out, and my husband and I were the only ones, I guess, that had the calling. I did definitely have the calling, both of us, and it was an immediate calling. And my brother lives in Joplin, and he was with me every second and every step of the way. And I called in, I said, "Is this what you want?" He said, "Yes, it's what my dad wanted." He wanted to get out of there and be home, and we made that happen. And I'm so blessed and thankful that we took the calling, and that we had you know, the guidance and just the assistance there with all our angels and everything. So it was a beautiful, beautiful, you know, thing, I guess you could say. Not really, but anyways, we are getting past it, and just thankful that, you know, we did have our angels, and everything was very peaceful. And thank you so much, guys. He went in his sleep. He went in his sleep. So I was asleep when I wasn't right there. And then I felt like, should I have stayed right there next to his side? But he wanted us to kind of leave, you know. All right, guys. Well, that was a lot more than I thought I was going to get out. I don't even know if I'm going to post this video, but we'll see. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to my story. It was nice to kind of share it without tearing up too much. All right, guys. Well, stay positive, stay powerful, stay true to you guys. Cheryl Fuller with Spiritual Wealth. Peace out. And I love you, Dad. This is
Missing someone. Love with all your heart. Missing someone. Love with heart. How much you miss it. And you deserve. And you deserve. And you deserve. And you did it right from the start. And you did it right from the start. Missing someone is as normal. Missing someone.